Unless you rock. Okay, so what we're going to do today, I want to show you 3 techniques for kind of bridging the gap. They're entry techniques, essentially. Yes, you do. What a lot of people do in fights is not just this, you know, that single punch or that single kick thing that we practice all the time. You know, we do this a lot. We practice that. We don't practice a whole lot of defense against this kind of thing, which just these big haymaker punches, the big roundhouse punches like this, and those are much more realistic. Someone's coming after you, it's probably not going to be this way. It's more likely to be this way. So, hold your arms out. So this space, right from here to here, is kind of the hardest part of a fight. The space between where he can reach me with his fists and where I'm so close in that he can't do anything with them. So if he's trying to punch and keep me back, and both hands, I can't really just walk in because he's just going to clock me. So what I'm going to do to kind of protect myself, I'm going to bring both hands up on the sides of my head. I'm going to get my head down. Now I'm not doing this, so my head's unprotected this way. I'm covering like this, and I'm getting my head down. So if he was squaring up on me like he's going to fight, I'm going to bring my hands up and get in here this way. So now I'm close enough. Now I'm close enough that he can't do anything to me. So just throw a few light punches. Here, this way, here. And so now I can do our takedowns, you know, any of the techniques that we want to do. Whether it's a choke or a sweep, a throw, whatever. Not here, like this. So if I was like this, he'd be able to hook his hand right around the outside and I'd still get clocked. And I know I wouldn't see it coming too, which would make it even worse. Here is where I want to be. Can you see I'm putting my hands actually on the back of my head like this? All right, just making 2 fists. And real nice and tight. Now, you're going to say, well, what if he throws a kick? Because yeah, I am unprotected right here, but I'm getting hunkered down to protect myself from the punches, which is what I'm really worried about. And if I get in quick enough, I shouldn't really have to worry about knees or something like that coming up. And if I do get in here and he does start throwing a knee up, I could get this hand right down here or this way to guard against something like that. So we're going to be here this way, and everybody should have their gloves still. So he's just going to throw a few light. He's going to be here, and he's going to try and make a little bit of contact. Your partner's going to try and make a little bit of contact. So if you're not getting in quick, if you're not moving in aggressively, you're going to get popped a little bit. Questions? Does everything make sense? So we're covering and just driving in. It's like we're making a wedge, basically, with our arms and just driving straight in to protect ourselves. Okay? Let's try it. Yeah.
Right, and once you're in, the grab can be anything.
Just you want to just wrap them all up, and if you want to do a takedown, feel free. Whatever you like. You know, we've got lots of them. So just get in, grab, and then whatever you like. Nice. Okay? Give it a try.
Follow up too.
There's a few things you can do from here. I had the question, what do I do from here? Okay, so he's going to be punching at me. He's punching at me, and I get in here. Now he's still going to be punching at me. But what I'm going to do is get his arm wrapped up like this. And what I'm going to do is just fold him straight like this. From here. Yeah, it is a big bear. If I can push this knee in here, you can take him down that way. Here, if I can take the knees out, I can take him down that way. here. If I can get up here, I can take him down that way.
Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Yes, please.
When he tried to, when he tried to defer what you were doing by going like that, I was thinking, I think he just lost a weapon. Was there any way you could have slid your head out and basically broken his arm from behind? You know how you had your head? He seemed helpless with that right arm a little bit, like he lost a weapon. You know what I mean? Or, I don't know.
This way?
Or something.
Bent arm bar right from here?
He seemed like he lost a weapon.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The easiest one, though, is just the legs. Right here and up, and keep pushing. Easiest one to do. What's that?
I don't feel like I can get any further up.
I'm sorry, say that
I
again.
don't know if I can hold.
You don't have to lift them off the ground like I just did. All you need to do is bend the knees forward and bend the knees forward and then push with the shoulder. Doesn't take a lot of effort. All you need to do is bend the knees and keep them wrapped up and push with the shoulder. And he'll go down, or she'll go down. Okay, so the next wedge technique off of this, if he's punching, what I'm going to do is cover with the same side that he's punching on. I'm going to do this same thing here, but just one-handed. So he's going to here, and we're not going to actually do this, but I come up here and this kind of thing. And then I get in and do whatever from here.
Did you, he made a face, but his body was locked. Did you do something to intention?
Yes.
Was that leg thing intentional or bad? He made the most grimacing face. But his body was locked.
Did you get that, Sarah?
I had, what did I do? Watch again. Here, I was here, and I took my knee on the back of his knee back here, pushed him down like that, and then wrapped him up in the choke. I'm gonna have to watch the video because I don't even know what it is. It was effective. Yeah. It hurt. Here, or if he punches with the other side, it'd be here, cover, and come right up. And once we've got that distraction technique, we're going to get in and follow through from there. Okay? Let's try that one. Don't come up and go boom on the face. Just be gentle. Okay, so we were here with both hands guarding. We were here with one hand guarding and one hand striking. What we're going to do now is both hands striking straight out like this. Now, if you'll notice, my head is down, basically in my arms, next to my biceps. So if he does throw a punch in my head, I'm totally guarded this way. I'm just going to come up here and use that as my entry. So we're going to be here. He's going to start throwing punches at me. And right there. This is a good one. This is one, actually, that you can do armed as well. Just to show you. You guys seen these? This is one that I can do with something in my hand. So if he's starting to punch at me, here, and striking with something, instead of just with empty hands. Just to make it a little extra nasty. And let's just do open hands for right now. But the key here is to not be this way, because if I'm here, I can still get hit. You can still come right up and catch me. I'm not blocking anything. The goal here is to strike and defend at the same time. So even if I'm this way, just throw 3 punches. Punch, punch, punch. Even if he gets me a little bit, mean, up here, I'm not too worried about that. What I'm worried about is getting hit here and here. Up here, that's not going to do too much to me. I want to be in. So we're here, and I'm going to get in this way. Get him wrapped up. Get him on the ground. And then do whatever I need to do from there. Whether that's following through or choking or just getting out of the fight. Yeah.
So do we just do the push, or do we do the takedown with?
You can do the takedown, but here and get in. And partner really does need to be throwing punches the whole time, so you can get used to this. He needs to be punching here and get in this way. And from here, I mean, he can't really fight the takedown. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Oh. Don't give me that. Come on. Nasty. So we're here. Heads down, arms are up high. And both hands are just going right in the face. Okay? Questions? Let's try that. They're entry techniques. They're to get you from out here where you're one-to-one, essentially. You can throw punches, your attacker can throw punches. You want to be in here where you've got an advantage and you can do takedowns, chokes, sweeps, what have you. This is not a place you want to be, trading punches or kicks. You know, it's no good. We need to get an advantage somehow. So here's your violence of the response, though. You know, these punches come in. Instead of backing up, we're going to drive in, or we're going to drive in, or both hands. We're going to drive straight in. Doesn't matter. But we're doing a technique to bridge the gap between that one-to-one fighting and the wrapping up where you can start doing takedowns. That's the goal here. Not to be trading punches, but to get an advantage. So these ones where we're striking, think the timing. You're throwing these techniques out here, and then by hitting the face like that, you're going to make the person do this, and for that split second while they're disoriented, you're going to have that advantage, and that split second it takes to do this and then get them down. So like you were starting to do, you don't want to just keep pushing. You want to do that hit and then get in. So there's some timing involved, but
The blows to the face, even the flicks to the face. Yeah. You get the nose running, you get the eyes watering, you get them disoriented, and it should only take for a couple of seconds. I mean, it's like when we did these techniques, you want to get out, but you might be slapping, but that's not the technique you're doing. You're distracting them a little bit.
they're distraction techniques.
And it doesn't have to be knocking them out to the face. There's lots of things to the face.
If it does, great. But
Has anybody ever gotten their nose flicked and their eyes water? And I mean, you can't see.
it's not pleasant. Okay. Any questions? Or are we all good?
We'd be good.